So, today I'm going to talk about How Much Land Does a Man Need by Leo Tolstoy. Here we can see the content of the presentation, which is the overview of the story, explanation of the literary criticism that will be used, philosophical view, and the conclusion. So, Leo Tolstoy, How Much Land Does a Man Need, is about Pahom, an everyday guy who's never happy with the land he's got. He keeps chasing more, thinking it'll make him secure. When he hears about a deal to grab as much land as he can walk around in a day, he jumps at it. Driven by greed, Pahom pushes himself too hard, racing to cover more ground. In the end, he collapses and dies, and all he needs is 6 feet for his grave. It's a sharp lesson that chasing stuff like that doesn't bring happiness. Contentment does. So, to explain the criticism that was used, is that philosophical criticism is a way of looking at a story to uncover its big life lessons and ideas about what's right or wrong. It asks, what does this story teach us? How much to live? It's perfect for tales like How Much Land Does a Man Need? Because it digs into the moral of avoiding greed and figuring out what really makes us happy, like family or peace, not just everyday objects. So, to explain my whole critique paper, I chose moral philosophical criticism as my approach because the story is packed with ethical lessons about life, and I mostly tend to look at things in a philosophical view most of the time. This approach focuses on the moral and philosophical ideas a story teaches, which fits Tolstoy's message. The critique has 4 paragraphs, each serving a specific purpose. The first paragraph introduces the story and why the philosophical criticism works for it. I explained that the story warns against greed through Fahom's journey, setting up the idea that it makes us think about what really matters. The second paragraph dives into the story's moral heart. I talk about Pahom's obsession with land and how the devil symbolizes greed. The ending, where Pahom dies and needs only 6 feet for his grave, shows that being materialistic is pointless. I also share personal reflection about questioning my own wants, like new new gadgets or grades, to connect the story's lesson to my life. The third paragraph points out a small flaw. The story can feel a bit too preachy, which might make the lesson less engaging for some readers, but I note that its clarity still works for the philosophical approach. Finally, the conclusion wraps up by saying that the story pushes us to a value of contentment over material things. It's a reminder to focus on what truly makes us happy, like family, friends, or peace. Overall, my critique uses philosophical criticism to show how Tolstoy's story teaches a timeless lesson about greed and fulfillment. So, to sum things up, Tolstoy's How Much Land Does a Man Need is a quick jab to quit chasing stuff like land or, things. Through a philosophical view, it shows greed's a dead end. Poem only needs 6 feet for his grave. It's a chill reminder to stick with what matters, like friends, family, and peace. So that is all, everyone, and thank you for listening.